Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Jaysontheknife. I bring you another knife from the Delemont Victorinox series. This is one of their newer knives that I've been waiting a long time for. Right here on the box it says Ranger Grip 78 in red and black, based on the model that they made for the Wenger series. It's one of the bigger models, so I got my hands on it. So here it is. This is an unboxing and my initial thoughts and a little bit of a comparison. Here it is, first impressions. You see the Ranger grip, but one-handed. That's one thing that's the difference between the 78 and the other models. So I'm going to compare this also to the older Ranger grip, which is right here next to me. This is the older model, which is by Wenger. They also made the one-handed model, but I opted out for it because I wanted a slimmer knife. So here's a comparison here. You can see that right here it says Wenger versus over here where it says Victorinox on the actual blade now. And not to mention that the actual logo right here is different. It's no longer Wenger, it's Victorinox delemont. And let's open it up here and compare the features. So first things first, one hand opening blade, no serrations, as you can see, no serrations whatsoever. And this is a very interesting knife versus most of the other ones that Victorinox has ever made, since this has a disengaging button with the logo. So if you press on the logo, it actually disengages the knife and it closes. Otherwise it won't close on you. Another feature it has here is the saw, which they didn't really change much. Looks exactly the same from the Wenger. This is probably the biggest pocket saw you can have from the Victorinox or Swiss Army series. As far as I know, I could be corrected on that, but it looks like the biggest. Let's see here. It does have the screwdriver from the Wenger, but unfortunately I wish they would stuck to the OHT model. You see the actual bottle opener locks in place. It actually has a locking bar right there that goes and locks the cap lifter in place and becomes a a fixed flathead screwdriver, so you can get into places. But this will suffice, obviously. I mean, it has plenty of reach, so you can do cap lifting or in a pinch do some screwing, or also wire stripping, because it does have the wire stripper right there. So that. And over here it's the Victorinox can opener, small flathead screwdriver right there. So it's classic right there, as you can see. I would have probably opted out for the Wenger version of the can opener, which is a beast. I guess it looks more deadly and it pierces through things a lot easier. I probably would have kept this and kept the Victorinox bottle opener, preferably the Victorinox OHT model. So anyway, moving on to another feature here. In the back we have the Phillips screwdriver, which didn't really change much as far as I can tell. It looks like it's a little bit, no, it's pretty much the same. I'd probably argue that this is actually Victorinox and not Wenger, but to me it looks pretty much the same. So next here we do have the awl, or reamer, as I like to call it, and this looks like it's Victorinox. Yeah, it's probably Victorinox, because as you can tell with Wenger, it looks a little more pointy, a little more robust, I guess. Yeah, look at that. You can compare. So this is the classic Victorinox sewing eye, and also reamer, or awl, as you like to call it. So there's that. And also one added feature that I really liked about the Delemont, though, is the added toothpick and tweezers. And apparently no one's mentioned this in their videos of this model, so I'd like to point that out, because that was one question I had, if it had it or not. So as you can see on the older Wenger models, where the toothpick or tweezers would go, not even on the inside or outside, there wasn't even a place for the toothpick and tweezers. So as you can see, there's a couple differences there. Take your pick which one you like. I'm hoping to see if they make this model in this color, though. That's something I would like. This is an awesome color, though, and I'm liking it so far. Day one. Thank you for watching.